talk about keys to victory, D Money, as far as each team here in the second round. What's the keys to them advancing to the conference finals? What do you think is Milwaukee's key to in this series to beat Boston?
Man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Since losing Middleton, the only way that I see them coming out is a Herculean effort from Giannis. Giannis gonna have to put up like 30, 12, and 10
Y'all
every
call him the
game.
best player in the world, though. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all. I don't hear you saying that much, but he has been proclaimed the best player in the world right now. So is that
I say he's dominant, but I'm not gonna sit here and say he's the best player, because if we're equating dominance to being great, then that means that Shaq in his heyday was the best player on earth. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought that. So
if he is not able to, let's just say hypothetically, Giannis is the best player on the planet. Let's give him that title hypothetically for now. If he does not beat Boston in this series, does that take away from that title, knowing that he's shorthanded? Or should the best player, regardless, quote unquote, supposed to get it done versus this Boston team?
Nope. Y'all, the same energy y'all just gave KD, y'all got to give him that same energy. I ain't trying to hurt. Because even for last year, right? Last year, people were saying that KD was the best player on earth. And y'all called that into question once he lost that game 7. When he lost that game.
They did it with Kawhi they did it with Kawhi the season before. They did it with Kawhi the season before when he went to the Clippers. Try to make it seem like he was the best player.
It's the same energy. It's the same energy, bro. We're not going to know who the best player is until the end of the year. And that's where it's looking like right now.
What about Boston?
But if my game plan for Boston, I let Giannis do whatever he want to do, and I lock down everybody else.
So if you're Boston this series, you give Giannis his whatever he wants. You let Giannis eat.
Yeah.
But shut everything else down.
Look, he gonna get tired. Listen, you can't shoot. You got to go to the rack every single time to really score for real. I mean, we'll let you shoot. You got to prove to us that you can shoot. And it's going to be, we're prepared to go a long series. If you can prove that you can shoot and don't have to go to the rack, you're going to be tired every game, bro. Because we're going to do you the same way. We're going to put hands on you when you're off the ball. Every time you go to the rack, we got Robert Williams back there now. So we ain't going to be easy as a trip as you thought it was going to be. So, and then I know playoffs and regular season don't really line up together, but I don't think Milwaukee has beat Boston this year, have they?
I'm not quite sure, but honestly,
not after January, I'll say that.
They don't stand really a chance to me. They don't really stand a chance to me without Middleton.
No, and at least with Middleton and his length, you might be able to bother Jaylen Brown. If Jason Tatum is tired from going at Giannis all day, you got Tatum. You got Brown there, bro. Brown, you get 25 if you need it. So, and then every player that has been in the rotation can shoot. So man, Milwaukee fighting an uphill battle. That's all I'm gonna say for that.
Doc Rivers escaped and dodged a bullet. He gets the Sixers into the next round versus the Miami Heat. But Joel Embiid may actually have been the headshot to Doc Rivers because he got hurt in that final game, and he actually won't more than likely be in this series, at least for the series opener versus the Miami Heat. I definitely don't think Philly can beat Miami with Joel Embiid. So without him, it's just a dub. But what do you think is the keys to victory for Miami and Philly to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Well, at this point, Miami can do whatever they want to do now that Embiid isn't playing. They can go with the same game plan because, unfortunately, I mean, Harden has shown you put pressure on him, he's going to fold, man. And you get Butler back and you putting Butler on Harden, it's a done deal, bro.
Harden went off his last game, and he made it further than Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Let's not forget.
Okay. If he would not have won, bro, if they would not have won, they would have crushed him. But like I was saying, like, where was this the I guess the first 4 games that that you was needed? No, if you wouldn't have been as hurt because he's out there having to front most of the load because you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
We have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Golden State Warriors. They lock in for game 1 today, I think at 3:00 Eastern Standard Time. Man,
I'll let you go first because I think you're gonna be surprised by my answer.
To me, in this series, man, it's honestly going to be all about Draymond Green. To me, if Golden State can pull out those veteran tactics, if they can get that bully mentality, I think they'll beat Memphis. I don't think Memphis is tough enough to beat Golden State. They do have talent, but Golden State got some young gunners too. They got to be on though. But Draymond is the guy I think that could get in Ja Morant's head possibly. He might have to sacrifice a game. He might have to sacrifice a fine. But Draymond is going to have to get in his Charles Oakley, Patrick Ewing, New York Knicks of the 90s bag. I think he's going to have to go there with some of those guys at Memphis to shake them up, because if this series gets to be 6 or 7 games, really at that point, it's all about heart. It's all about who wants it more. So I'm watching Draymond just to see how much of a leader he's going to be. We know what Steph can do. We know what Clay can do, and Ja and all these other guys. Draymond, to me, is the fucking key piece in this round versus Memphis. And as far as Memphis go, I think their key to winning, beating Golden State is just how tough can they be, because they're going to take shots. You know? You remember when Scottie Pippen used to take shots and used to cry when Detroit, the bad boy, used to get on Scottie Pippen. And the moment that he stopped crying and whining, they knocked the Pistons off. What's your thoughts?
No, don't forget Mike. You know, Mike started hitting the weight room. Don't forget Mike was hitting the weight room after that next year. So
that's true.
A little bit different, but I think that the matchup does not favor in Golden State. I think the reason Minnesota was kept going up because I think it was a big matchup issue as far as size, and Minnesota is definitely the bigger team. But when you're playing small against small, and I mean, you got Draymond, but Draymond's not just going to have to deal with one guy. He's going to have to deal with Brandon Clark, and he's going to have to deal with Jaren Jackson. So I think that's going to be quite a contest for him.
I don't think so, bro. That's another day in the office for Draymond. Look who Draymond has had to bang up against over the years, bro. And he's a champion, 3-time champion.
You got to check one or the other, is what I'm saying. And then, I mean, okay, you got Clay as a defender, but you think he's going to be able to stick with Bane this whole time? And then you got Dillon that's probably going to be the one taking most of the brunt for on Poole and on Curry. Not that I don't think that Ja wouldn't check him, but I think Memphis just matches up a little bit better with Golden State than they did with Minnesota.
I gotta talk to the bosses, man. You want some cookies, man? I got a gift for you, D Money. Here, man. I got a bucket of snickerdoodles and chocolate chip cookies for you, because you need a snack right now, man. You're out of pocket. It sounds to me you saying the Grizzlies are going to knock off the Golden State Warriors this round. Oh, I gotta talk to the bosses. Bro. That is so disrespectful.
It's not, man. Listen, hey, man, it's all about matchups when it gets here. Like, you're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to see.
We talk about matchups, D Money. I don't see what matchup that you see. Maybe I need to get another television. Maybe I'm watching these games on the wrong app, because Steph is still better than Ja to me. Clay is still better than whoever they got at the 2. Wiggins and Gary Payton Jr. and Jordan Poole, the way these guys are playing, they play just as up as these Memphis young boys do, yo. So I don't see where you talking about Memphis should be favored going in and how they match up better to Golden State than Minnesota.
I got Memphis, bro. I said what I said.
Jesus Christ. I swear I gotta talk to the bosses about this, man. This is crazy.
I said what I said,
All
man. I
right,
think
man.
this is gonna be the upset. I think this is gonna be the upset of the second round, bro. And I mean, y'all love Draymond Green, man. I'm just leave it at that.
What about Dallas and Phoenix, man? Last but not least, Dallas and Phoenix, they're gonna be locked in. What are the keys? Well, who do you got winning that series? Let's talk about it that way.
Oh, I got Phoenix, bro. Especially, I mean,
ease
with Booker. If Booker is back, right?
He might not be 100%, but he should be returning. It's not going to matter.
A 60% Booker be more than enough. They're not going. I don't think they're not going to play with the Mavericks, man. And I understand
the Mavericks are not going to play with them.
You think it's the other way around?
Absolutely.
Now who's being disrespectful?
No, I'm not being disrespectful. We done seen Phoenix. We done watch Phoenix go to the highest of heights and drop down. This is Luka's turn now. He has no Kawhi, no LeBron to worry about. This is pretty much right now. This is it. He gets past this team. I like his chances versus Golden State and Memphis. So this is the Western Conference Finals for Luka. He get this one.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to the finals. This might be Luka's time. I got Luka.
I got to see it.
All right. You've been seeing it. You're being disrespectful. You see how Luka give it up in the playoffs. Don't act like
I got to see it, man.
Oh, my God. You see what he did with the Clippers?
Say again?
You see what he did with the Clippers last couple years ago? Like, they lost, but he was putting up numbers versus Kawhi and Paul George.
I don't put no confidence in any team that has Paul George on it. I'm sorry. Just not.
Yeah, man.
We could call this a cookie episode, but I don't think they're gonna beat. I don't think they're gonna beat Phoenix, bro.
This is the cookie crumb.